How you perking? I hope you perking good. So, August 2022 predictions. What the hell can we know in advance about what to expect with August 2022? What is coming down the pipeline? We are about to take a look at that right now. We're taking a look at that tea with the tarot. So let me just go ahead and pull up the cards over here and move this microphone right here. Old Penelope and her matching reds, because I got red. And she decided to be red too. Look at that. Well, would you look at that? Anybody else remember that meme of a video as we're getting ready here and shuffling up with that guy that's like, would you look at that? Well, yeah, look at that. Would you look at that on the car? I just can't get that out of my head. I love hate that video. I love and hate it all at the same time, and I can't even get it out of my mind. Some of y'all know. If you know, you know. Alrighty, so August 2022 predictions. As always, this is all alleged, just my interpretation. Okay, all alleged, just my interpretation. We're fixing to take a look at this. Thank you to everybody who took time to watch the video that I did before this one about my daddy and him passing away. I know it's not easy to watch things like that, but that video has a lot in it that can be very helpful to people who haven't gone through grief yet, people who have gone through grief, or people who want to know how to best help people who are. It's got a lot of information in it, very information heavy. So for just throwing that out there, I'm thankful for folks who decided to watch that. I encourage people to take a look at that because it is intended to be helpful. It's not just intended to be like, oh, here's a video diary where I bleh and cry my eyes out the whole time. It's intended to be a big help. And so I'm glad to hear from a lot of people who have watched it that they found it very helpful. It means a lot to me, and I'm hoping that other people will be able to feel open to kind of taking a look at it too and seeing how it can help them, because I'm trying to do the whole spread the word, do a little drop in the ocean, and the ripple effect goes and spreads the word and helps people. And so that's what I'm hoping. The pay it forward effect will take place there. So fingers crossed. I'm hoping. Alrighty. So August 2022, we take a look at this internationally because there's all kinds of shit happening all across the world that affects everybody. Things that happen here in the U.S. have a major effect on other countries around the world. Things that happen in other countries, like for the U.K., for example, definitely affects us over here. Things that happen in China, Russia, definitely affects us over here. So we keep this open. We're going to look at what to expect for August 2022 across the entire world, and we're starting with politics here. So everybody hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. Don't, because you'll be holding it for too long, and I don't want anybody here to croak out on my account. So breathe fluidly, please. What do we have here for August 2022 predictions? Okay. I would like some context on this card because, oh my lord, and on this card as well. Alrighty, so just to get started here, with the High Priestess card, this card is sometimes a card of secrecy, things that are happening behind the scenes, under the surface, not out in the open. And whatever this is related to, it's related to something moving forward in regards to finances, because we've got our Page of Pentacles here, our finances. So something moving forward in relation to finances is a a little bit on the secret side right now, a little bit hush hush, and it looks like there are plans for that to continue to be a little bit shh through August 2022. King of Pentacles here is trying to, how do I put this? Trying to show how things are maybe better than they are. This is kind of an abundance type of card, and so this is kind of really pushing the vibe that things are good. Like, you know, here are the ways in which things are abundant. But when we have the secrecy card right next to it, then that's just a weird juxtaposition to see here. It's like, okay, well, if we're saying things are abundant and maybe there are some aspects that are, which is wonderful, then why do we have the secrecy card? Why do we have something behind the scenes or behind closed doors? You know, just be real. Just be real. And so I think that there's going to be something in August where people are really pushing for, we need you to be real. Be real. Say what's what. Say what it is. No hiding, no secrets, transparency. We need that. And so it seems like there's going to be a push for that. We might see some political criticisms around that. We might see some political issues like, I don't know, polling drops or something like that around that. Because there's something here where people are going to feel like, I don't know if I can trust that. Am I being lied to? What the hell is real and what the hell is not? And so politically speaking, that could create some waves in not a good way. Also, politically speaking, it looks like something's going to be coming down the pipeline in August 2022. Yeah. Where people feel the need to be like, nope, backing away from it. So whether that means that something happens and politically the key players are trying to withhold making a decision on that because they feel like they're damned if they do, damned if they don't. They feel like their hands are tied up behind their backs either way. And so they kind of just sit there and don't make a decision. I'm seeing that happen. I'm also seeing people, as I just said, push away from something to where it's like, oh, that's not our faults because XYZ, or oh, that's not our problems because XYZ, or oh no, you're misinterpreting that. That's not really what, you know, this is. It's actually this. You know, just the whole dodging accountability maybe over certain things. And I see this trying to distance, but whatever that distancing is, the problem is it's not only an out of balance thing to do, which people will be able to pick up on, but it's also not even a good damn time to do or say the things that they're going to try to do or say. And so it's just going to, how do you put this? Like, put egg on people's faces about it. So I see people potentially getting embarrassed, or you feel secondary embarrassment for them because it's like, ooh, that's embarrassing. You know, now look at this, and they're trying to say this or push this, and here's the proof in the pudding. And so, sucks to be that person right now. So there's a really weird, quote unquote, perfect storm of shit building and brewing, politically speaking, that looks like it has to do with the interplay, or, you know, whatever you want to call it, interplay, intersectionality. I don't know the right word for this, but some weird ties between secrecy, finances, politics, and hidden agendas, saving face, things like that. And so we might get a weird dog and pony show out of this that feels off to a lot of people, and we might get some, how do I put this? For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So, from the people, or people that criticize or call out or speak their minds about certain things, the whole equal and opposite reaction, we might get some of that going on. It could be a loud month, politically speaking, August 2022. It could be a loud month. Yeah. This is just a kind of a nervous energy that I have around this. Anything else we can know politically right now before we move on? I don't want to end up, being on this for forever, but there seems to be some weird, like, this gives me the vibes of like when you feel like you're walking on eggshells, because it's like, just one wrong move and crack, like what, you know what I mean? Yeah, see? Because this is like, they've got a lot of balls up in the air that they're trying to juggle. Some things good, some things not so good. And being able to keep certain illusions alive when things are not exactly what they seem, it looks like they're going to have a harder time getting a handle on how to present things in a way that people are okay with. Like, presenting things in a way that people will accept. And that Four of Pentacles card, I mean, this is a card about control. I'm gripping this tighter and tighter. But you know how things work? If you squeeze that pentacle tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter, think about squeezing anything round really, really, really tight. Boop! It's going to squeeze right on out and pop right on out. You're going to lose control of it. So that's the potential problem here, politically speaking, is the tighter you try to get control over something, the less control you actually, ironically, have over that thing. And people are going to start to be confused. People are going to start to ask questions. People are going to start to not be satisfied with the answers that they receive. And there will be blowback of the equal and opposite reaction, like we were saying. So just politically speaking, know that this could be a very contentious month ahead in August 2022. Know that you might turn on the TV or read some articles on the internet and be like, what the fuck this time? Are you serious? They're trying to sell me this shit on a stick? Or are you serious? They're saying what now? Or, okay, hold on. We're talking about what now? When really this was the issue, but people are doing this. Are we being distracted from something? Like, there's going to be some weird shit in a strange political showdown beginning in August. I say beginning in August because it doesn't even feel like this is a contained area of this. It feels like this is a spill that's fixing to flow out and taint August 2022, and it probably will continue to spill out 4 months beyond August 2022. So I think this is just kind of like the beginning of that. So just heads up, okay? Heads up. All right, let's pull these up, reshuffle, and take a look at the economy next. So, including finance, career. It already was talking about the economy and finance and career and stuff like, money at least. So, if that's already kind of a thing to be talking about, I guess we're fixing to see where else it's going to go with that. As we dive deeper in this category. And as I'm getting shuffled up too, I want to say happy 2-year anniversary to the Perk Squad members here, the channel members. August 2022 is the month 2 years ago that we started the Perk Squad as a spinoff of the main channel. So Happy 2-year anniversary / birthday to Perk Squad members. Of course, being a part of the Perk Squad means you get extra perks like exclusive videos, exclusive posts. You get weekly forecasts so you know what's coming every week. You get Vigio shout outs like this one. Shout out to you, Tiffany Reiser, and thank you for being a member of the Perk Squad. Shout out to you, Tiffany Reiser. Thank you. And this month, in case anybody's interested, this month in the Perk Squad, they have an exclusive code for 20% off of private readings, Reiki Energy Healing Sessions, tarot tutoring, life coaching, stuff like that. So if you didn't know that, Perk Squad, that you have that perk, go back to your community tab and find it all written there. That was released yesterday. Sunday, because today is Monday, August 1st. Alrighty, so economy, finances. What can we know about August 2022 as it relates to the economy, finances, all that shit? What do we got? Okay. I'm looking at you, dude. Let's get an extra context card on that. Alright, well, okay. Can we get something here? Okay. Same bitch. Same place. I'm not calling her a bitch. Whatever. Y'all know how I speak. Y'all know how I talk. It is what it is. I mean, no disrespect to the cards or the process or whatever. I'm a little bit irreverent in how I do things, but I do it with utmost respect to spirit. I just talk like this, and y'all know this by now, I'm sure. If you're new here, hello, this is me. So let's get another one here. Alrighty. So I'm sure you're noticing again, High Priestess, our secrecy card. Literally, I'm telling you, y'all saw how many times I shuffled here. Y'all watched me shuffle. I cannot make this shit up that we would somehow still get her and somehow still get her in this same position here as what we were talking about when we were talking about politics. We had secrecy and money come up, and now that we're asking specifically about the economy and finances and money, we get her coming back up, her secretive self, her secretive little ass coming right back up in the same position over here as she did in the other one. You can't make this shit up. I don't believe in coincidences. Putting it out there. Hello, lady, you're here. And she's here on top of this card. Look at this motherfucker. 7 of Swords upright. This is a sneaky little slippery bastard. He's sitting here tiptoeing around, picking up these swords, looking over his shoulder like, anybody notice what I'm doing over here? So there is something sneaky, shifty, and hidden about this. And then we get this secretive card again. Behind the scenes, secretive, shifty, sneaky, hidden, tiptoeing around, hoping nobody will notice. There's something weird going on with the finances, and this affects the entire world. This is something that affects things globally, and this is going down. What in the absolute hell? My gosh. I mean, over here, Hermit card in reverse. So extreme withdrawal, extreme pulling inward, extreme isolation. So this is, again, don't let the cat out the bag. This is really trying to keep the cat in the damn bag. Over here, 6 of Wands. It's like, oh, we've got a secretive, don't let the cat out of the bag. But on top of that, that's what we have internally. But then externally, we have this guy that's like, oh, I'm bragging. I'm on my white horse. Look at me. Look at my wreath. I have a beautiful wreath. Look at his ass showing off here. So why are we being one way behind closed doors and one way publicly? This is some two-faced fucking energy here in terms of economy and finances. Some slippery shit's going on. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is. It just is. I'm just seeing it. It's a mess. This is a scandal. And I what the hell? This is a scandal with financial implications majorly. And this has impacts across the world. Once again here, this damned if I do, damned if I don't. My hands are tied. I don't feel like I can do anything. I don't have any good ideas. I'm kind of confused. I'm not sure how I should handle this. Freaking devil card over here. Things that are toxic, unhealthy, gotten out of hand. Something went too far, and now we're trying to break the reins and get control over whatever it went too far. Again, something going too far. This is usually like a nice and charitable card. Look, I can give, and I can do this, and I can do that. In the reverse, it's like, well, you done it now, Henry. You done gave too much. You went too far. You tried too much. You made something out of balance. These scales right here are supposed to stay in balance. That's what keeps everything nice and hunky-dory. But when you have it in the reverse, that means something happened and the scales went and tipped out of balance. And so now you have to actually deal with it. You have to actually face it. You have to actually deal with it. But look at this, 4 of Swords. Oh, I'm going to lay on it. Peace be with you. Namaste. No, bitch. No. No. You lying whore. What is this? This is two-faced. Two-faced. Things are not what they seem. Things are not what they seem. We're not getting the true story here. I don't know what the hell. Okay, a couple more on this finance stuff. Man, this finance stuff and this political stuff are tied hand in hand today. I know sometimes they're real separate when we do these readings, but in August 2022, I'm talking this shit is hand in glove. So over here, what we're getting is on a positive side, there will be people trying to do right by whatever this situation is. So on a positive side, we're not talking that everybody's lying and bad and cheating and stealing and, deceptive motherfuckers. Not everybody. So that's good. We've got some people who are in it for the right reasons, trying to do the right things, and that's good. They will gain some sort of traction. They will gain some sort of visibility. They will gain some sort of ground. And people will see the sincerity in that and gravitate towards that. And those voices will be elevated as something that people will start to tune into a little bit more. That's a positive. That's a good thing. We need that, especially if we feel like we can't trust some other voices in the room. We need that. So very positive. The downside is with this 9 of Wands in reverse, it's like if we're wanting to try to have some sort of bounce back, some sort of resilience, it's going to be tough to. It's going to be tough to. So this doesn't look like we can just be like, oh, don't worry, it's just this, and, don't look over here or whatever. Oh, don't worry, we'll just do this thing. And now the scales will get, evened out and it'll be cool. It doesn't feel like such a quick and easy fix as this. So if we find in August 2022 that we're getting pitched some sort of a idea that it could be simple or easy or quick or not as bad as what some people might say, I don't feel that that's necessarily, genuine and honest and truthful. That feels like a spin. So I think the real case is this is going to be a slow thing. This is going to be not what we get pitched. So yeah. If you hear that type of messaging as it relates to finances in August 2022, I'd take that messaging with a grain of salt. I'd take that as maybe they are hopeful. Maybe they're trying. Maybe there is something good in that and something good about that, but I'm not going to take that pill and swallow it wholeheartedly, believing in it, trusting in it completely. I'm going to take it with a grain of salt, and we're going to sit on it and see. So that's what I'm seeing about finances. August 2022. Jesus Lord, I am trying I'm trying here. We're in August. July is over now officially. August 2022. So let's look at health, wellness, love, spirituality, any kind of insights, healthcare, whatever kind of insights can come up around that, and see what we need to know in August 2022. All right. Let's see. Let's take a peek. Okay. Well, damnacious. Get back up in here. We ain't taking all of you, especially since you fell this direction, a whole clump instead of just one that maybe falls like boom. We would sometimes take that. Alrighty, do I need any context cards? I don't think I'm going to right this second. I think I'm going to go with what I'm looking at right here. So, what I'm seeing here in terms of overall health and wellness, there seems to be a strange divide going on that has some certain implications. And so it seems like there are some people that are being like, hey, yeah, I'm feeling good. I am ready to get back to things. I'm ready to feel normal. I'm ready to feel like shit's, better. It's our time. It's our time to break free. This is a very free-feeling card, a very carpe diem, live for the moment type of card. And yet over here we have the it does not move forward. It is stuck. It will not go type of energy right there. Again, strange juxtaposition to put this in. Strange to see that like that, mirrored in that kind of a way. So it seems like we've got this group of people that are ready and free and going, and then the group of people that are still very caged and closeted and closed and apprehensive right there. And that this has health implications. It has health implications because here we go with our Hierophant card upright. This y'all have seen in plenty other readings, can be our institutions, our governments, our policy making bodies, our, big, the Department of Mental Health, Department of Health and Human Services, National Institute of Health, all these big players, the CDC, whatever, Centers for Disease Control, it can be all of these different things. And so I am seeing that they are being impacted by the fact that this seems to be stretching out further and further and further. And so they are actually having to respond to these things in a way that means that they're going to be rolling out some weird shit in August 2022. So there may be some things that they put out there that it's like, wait, that doesn't make sense. Why are we doing that? Why is that the guidance coming out? Why is that the policy coming out? Did they really word it that way? Why are they saying that? There's just going to be some weirdness around that in August 2022. And it looks like because they're kind of responding to this, which, technically, if you are some leader and your goal is to just keep people safe and come up with what's going to be the best for people, then you would think that you're not making decisions based on what people are saying or how people are feeling or any kind of political issues or any kind of, personal blowback or whatever. You would think that you would be kind of making things from just a purely scientific or educated type of place. But I don't see that. I see a very tight interplay between that. Like, we don't want to make these certain people unhappy. So there's some people and or some entities and other, bodies of people, groups, whatever, that they are being heavily influenced by. This doesn't feel objective. This feels subjective. And it feels like there are strange things that are going to be coming out in August 2022 as a reflection of this weird dynamic. And so heads up about that. Very confusing. People being like, huh? So, health is just gonna be weird. It just, honestly, it feels like all of August 2022 is gonna be weird. It's like contentious, it's confusing, it's controversial, it's like, which way is up, which way is down? Do we listen to these folks and this thing, or do we listen to these folks and this thing? Like, who's the one that we're supposed to be following here, and what the fuck do we do with that? And now that makes me feel distrustful and angry, and so now we're gonna do, like, there's a weird kind of culminating of this strange, again, interplay, intersectionality. I don't even know the word, but it's August, man, heads up. Just a strange fucking month. A strange fucking month. I'm going to look into what else we can know about August. Anything else we need to know about August? Stuff happening, in our personal lives we need to have a heads up on. Stuff happening across the world we need to have a heads up on. Whatever it is, I'm going to take a look at that for the Perk Squad extended video. So if you'd like to see that, again, the blue join button down below to be a member of the Perk Squad. And you can see that video and take in all the other extra perks too if you're interested. Just to see what else could we / should we know about August 2022. For everybody else, this has been your heads up. You have been notified. And stay tuned for whatever kind of shenanigans that we're going to play here as a B-roll. Probably some sort of puppy video or something like that to end on a little positive here. Give people a smile, a little laugh, a little something. So stay tuned. And Perk Squad, I'm coming at you. Of course, as usual, this has been all legit, just my interpretation, okay? And don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Bye, y'all.
He started licking himself.
This is what he's growling over. Yes. This is what This is why he's going berserk over here, because he wants some damn Pringles.
I don't have anything.
Setting the other one off now. We're just gonna go back and forth with all these growls. Jeez Louise, this is ridiculous. Scoot. No, you don't start. Whatever, kid. His little feet are a joke. They look like prissy little ballerina puffs.
You think he wants to jump?
Do you think he needs to go out? Teddy, you need to go potty? You go potty?
His heart started going fast.
Okay, let's go potty. What in the fuck is going on over here? Do y'all see how covered in grass you are? Are you rolling in shit? Like literal shit? What is with you? Look at yourselves. Oh my gosh. This is a total mess. We're gonna have to have baths. We're gonna have to have baths. You hear that word? Bath. And if that doesn't sound fun to you, you should have thought of that before you started doing some fuckery in the yard. This is the place where you poop. We don't need to roll. My Lord.